Hey guys, and welcome to another video of FCB Universe. Today we're here to talk about all of the latest news and to talk about the beautiful win yesterday, so stay tuned. Let's start our video talking about the Royal Antwerp game we played yesterday, where it was like we really picked up where we left off in the Betis game. Awesome performance, a lot of goals, high pressure, beautiful link-up play and a show, because of course even though Royal Antwerp isn't that big of a team, with all due respect to them, this game was a big pressure on our players. It was the first match in the competition where we had dark moments in the last years, like the Bayern München match or the group stages exits, so we had to show class and personality in our play to get the win, and we didn't only do that, we absolutely gave these fans in the Montjuic Stadium a show, even though there was only 40k fans in the game yesterday, but I think if we keep putting these shows, the numbers will only go higher. Now, if we want to talk on details, we just can't start the video talking about another player. Yes, you guessed it right, it's the man of the match, Joao Felix, because this guy and the performance he's giving us is not normal, coming from a player that had so many bad times and bad moments with his teams in the last years, and coming from a player that didn't play a lot of football in the last 5 months. So yeah, this is absolutely impressive by him, and we have every right to be happy with him and proud when he's playing on loan and could leave next season, even though he could renew his loan or could stay. It's so early to talk about this right now. Let's just enjoy what he is doing, because this won't happen always. Yesterday, Joao was everywhere. It was like he is playing in every position possible, a left midfielder and a left winger and a striker and many more positions. He really showed the fans how big his abilities are. He showed the world that he's not just a random loanee that will flop. No, now he's in the club of his dream, and he will do anything to stay here and to impress the manager, scoring 2 goals and assisting Lewandowski, getting the man of the match trophy. Yes, this is the kind of players we want to see in Barcelona, and with these performances from him, he can help us a lot. Of course, Joao Felix and the attackers got all of the headlines yesterday, but it would be a crime not to talk about our midfield, because all of our midfielders yesterday performed awesome, even Frankie while he was playing out of position, but there's one guy that stood up and was special yesterday, and it's Gundogan. What a performance by him this was yesterday, even though we know what his abilities are, because obviously he is coming from Man City and he was under Pep Guardiola, and Gundogan's start with Barcelona impressed everyone. The qualities and the passes he could deliver, with all due respect to all of our players, no one can do them except him. Just look at the 1-2 play he had with Lewandowski and the vision he had with that pass to Joao Felix. This is pure magic from Ilkay. Just like he did with the Pedri goal against Cadiz, this player is so special, he makes all the defenders watching, and let's remember that we got him for absolutely free, on reasonable wages. So what a transfer this was by Laporta and the board. Another midfielder that was absolutely awesome yesterday is Pablo Gavi, because let's forget about the goal, that's not our topic, even though this was the first Champions League goal for him, and it showed how much he grew as a player and how much he is improving and learning new things, because 2 years ago when he started, Gavi's finishing was one of the things that he absolutely needed to improve, but now we're all very happy to see him keen on being a better player. But we want to talk about the game he had yesterday. Just like Felix, Gavi yesterday was everywhere. Wherever you see a play, Gavi is there. He is like a machine that never stops or gets tired, and that was the same for most of the team, really. Even though we were winning 2-0 or 3-0, we were putting a big pressure on the Belgian team, and we were making sure that this game doesn't slip from our hands. Another performance I want to talk about from yesterday again is Lewandowski, because we all know that at the start of the season Lewa had a lot of criticism, and to be honest he started really bad. His game against Getafe and his game against Cadiz were not that good, but since he started playing alongside Joao Felix and we started playing with three attackers, we saw a very different version of Robert, and that's what he said in the interview before. He said that with four midfielders the team doesn't create as much chances, and he was absolutely right, because in the last 2 games he gave us one of his best performances with us, not only scoring but also with a lot of assists. And while we were going off attacking wise and scoring and making it fun, we didn't forget Marc-Andre Ter Stegen that had the armband yesterday, because Ter Stegen, even though this was an easy game, he saved the multiple chances and kept the clean sheet, and that's not something new, because whenever we play without Ronald Araujo, we see this kind of spaces in the defense, but it's always good to see your keeper saving chances, and I don't think this is something to worry about for our defense. That's normal, every team has chances against their keeper, but not every team has a keeper like Ter Stegen to save them. Let's also talk about Xavi's press conference talk after the game, where he said that these last two games with Barca against Betis and Antwerp were his best games as a manager, and I kinda agree with him, even though we had some awesome games in El Clásicos and other times, but these last two games were that good and should be high up in the table of our best matches, and with these performances, the sky is our limit. We should aim to win anything and put on high expectations. So tell me guys in the comments below, what do you think of this performance yesterday, putting in mind that this was without Araujo and Pedri that will come back soon, and I'm sure that things will get even better with them. That was it for today's video. If you liked it, click the like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos to come. See ya in the next video.